I want to forewarn you at the beginning of this video that it is going to be all over the place. I have thought of a format for this video all day, and I can't figure it out because I just have so many random things I want to tell you, and so many stories to tell you, and so many things to show you. So we're just going to get into this very late November favorites video, and it's just going to be lots of babbling, okay? First and foremost, I want to know if you like the background with my like lights and stuff on it. I bought this. This is a tablecloth that I bought at the grocery store last year, a week after Christmas, for $1, and thought that will make a great YouTube background next year. And here we are. I'm actually surprised that I remembered it existed and could find it, to be honest with you. So I'm sure you're interested in knowing some of the things that I brought with me to New Zealand. I'm really sorry because I feel myself being annoying for talking about it so much, but my first trip ever, and I went somewhere so far away and that sort of thing. So there are some things that I brought with me to New Zealand that really made the trip easier. I'm very excited to say that I didn't forget anything here. I had this fear that I was going to end up in New Zealand and then be like, oh crap, I forgot my at home, you know? And that didn't happen. Everything that I wanted with me, I had with me, and even some extras. So, I forgot to grab one of them, but it's just behind the camera. Can I just insert a shot of it here, because I don't want to go get it? So this is the Josie Maran Daily Argan Moisturizer. And I actually bought this shortly before New Zealand. It's next week's Tuesday review video, so I won't go too far into it. But it really saved my skin and kept my skin hydrated and beautiful and really protected it from the sun while we were there. So I'm really happy I bought that. I bought that as my splurge item, as my like trip to New Zealand. I'm going to buy this to take with me, and it's going to be great. And I'm so happy I bought that. But even with that beautiful moisturizer that I bought, my skin was horrendous the whole time we were in New Zealand. My skin hated New Zealand. I don't know what happens, but my skin is usually pretty clear. Like, look at my skin right now. It's pretty clear. I have a little bit of a zit up here. I've got a couple of spots that are still healing from New Zealand. But for the most part, I have pretty good skin. Not there. We get there, and I became an immediate pizza face. And I had all of my skincare with me, so I don't know what was different. Maybe I was just creating more oil because the climate's more humid, but my skin was awful. So one thing that I brought with me, that I just randomly brought with me, I was like, hey, we'll take these. And it ended up saving my life. Were these. So this is my foam head Sophia, named after Sophia the robot, and she did not come with me, but these did. These are the I&H, insert name here, Zooey bangs, like Zooey Deschanel. And I brought these with me randomly. I was like, well, I really like how I look with these bangs on. My bangs, like my natural sort of side bangs, are completely grown out at this point. Really need to get my hair cut. I need to get some sort of side bangage again so that my head doesn't look so massive. But I just randomly brought these with me, and I don't know what I would have done without them. We were going to a wedding. That was like the whole reason we went to New Zealand. And my skin was awful. But I had these. So I wore my hair in a ponytail and wore the bangs, and you couldn't even tell how terrible my skin was. And then more importantly, we went to Hobbiton, and I wore the bangs. And I was so worried that, you know, before I sort of like had settled on I was wearing these, I was like, my skin looks so bad in all these Hobbiton pictures. And these are pictures that I wanted to have forever. I'm going to have to like Photoshop out all my zits in them because it was that bad. But my bangs covered most of them. And I just want to give a massive shout out to my Zooey bangs for being amazing. I did trim them a little bit when I first got them, and I think I did a decent job, right? They look decent. This side over here, I still feel like, I don't know, I can't decide if I left this piece too long or if I didn't leave a piece long enough on the other side. But, I mean, it's fine. As long as I just keep it pushed forward, it's fine. And what I love about these is that they have, like, longer hairs that go all the way around. This is so funny to me. This looks like the back of Gollum's head. But this helps it blend with your own actual hair. So, like, when my hair fades a little bit, when I wear my bangs, at least the black here helps blend in. You know? Does that make any sense? So, these bangs, I took them for granted before. I owned them, but I hardly ever wore them. And now I understand how important they are to me, and now I wear them all the time because they saved me in New Zealand from looking awful in every photo. And I really hardly wore makeup while we were there because that was sort of my goal, and which is part of the reason why I don't understand why my skin was so bad, because it's not like I was clogging it with anything. But every time I did have to wear makeup, pretty much every time, I wore the bangs. So I didn't really buy much while we were gone, but one thing that I did buy that I wanted to show you that is ridiculous. It was so expensive for what it is, but it is this little, it's covered in hair. Why is it covered in hair? But this is a little Kiwi bird, and it winds up, and then it hops along. And I bought this for Lena, my cat, and at first I was like, I don't know that she's going to like this. Like, Lena, she doesn't like toys, sort of. She likes very particular toys. I have so many fishing rod toys for her, and she'll play with one of them. So there was a good chance she wasn't going to like this, but I brought it home, and she loves it. And she will, like, come into my room and find it for me to play with it with her. And I have to, like, wind it up and then use my little grabber thing to put it on the floor because I obviously can't bend over that far in my chair. She, like, watches it. And then once it's done hopping, she'll, like, chase after it and attack it. And then she'll, like, sit there and look at me and wait for me to wind it up again. It's so cute. This stupid little bird was $10. But it was worth it for my kitty. So I bought it for her. Hey, want to roast me? Something else I bought in the month of November that I actually specifically said in a video that went up in the month of November that I wasn't going to buy. You should have known right then and there that it was not true. Because I was trying to convince myself that I wasn't going to buy it, but then I did. It's the Huda Nude palette. Yes, I agree with the rest of the internet that she should have called this the Huda Nuda palette. Huda Nuda, Huda, Huda Nuda, Huda Nuda, Apple Wa'a, Makahiki Malahini Hu. But I just love this palette. It's so pretty. It's so pink. And I just wear it every day. Now every time I see another beautiful, like, Dusty Rose palette, I, like, want it. But then I'm like, I have the Huda palette. I don't need it. Oh, I just love it. And I actually wore the glitter the other day, this one here. And it is beautiful. This palette is beautiful. Was it stupid expensive? Yes, it was. Do I hate that it was stupid expensive? Yes, I do, but I bought it during the Rouge sale, so at least I got a little bit off, you know? And then if you're wondering what my lipstick is, that doesn't count as a November favorites, because I just bought this like 2 days ago, but this is the MAC, I think it's an amplified lipstick, and it's in the shade Cosmo, and it's pretty much exactly my lip color, just, you know, with more opacity and with a little more moisture to it, but I think it's beautiful. So before you ask, that's what that is. And I wanted to show you these because I bought them at Winners, and I think they're really cool. So do you remember last year I showed you my Christmas cards that I bought at Winners? Were these Christmas trees made out of makeup. I bought these last year. These were the cards I used. I love them. I'm obsessed with them. They're amazing. I actually kept one. There was only like 5 of the Christmas tree ones in here, and the rest of them were all just different kinds of, like, fashion things, and I kept one so that I could frame it someday. And then I went to Winners this year on literal November 1st, because I wanted to see if they had any sales on Halloween stuff that was left over. They didn't have any sales. And I found these. Look, it's a makeup Christmas wreath. So these are my cards last year, and these are my cards this year. Fortunately, these are the only cards in here, so I have 15 of these, whereas last year, like I said, I only had five of the tree. And so I'm gonna keep another one of these so that someday they can be, like, framed. You know what I mean, like, together. I just think they're so cute, and they're so me. Like, you know that I'm not really big into Christmas. I just don't love it the way I love Halloween. But I refuse to be a stick in the mud. You know what I mean? I think it's because Halloween is my favorite holiday that I really hate it when people refuse to, like, celebrate things or be fun, because there's so many people who are like, Halloween is stupid, and they won't, like, dress up, and they won't, like, watch Hocus Pocus, and they won't hand out candy for no reason other than they just think it's dumb. So even though I don't particularly love Christmas, I refuse to, like, not take part in it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna dress up for the Christmas theme days at work, and I'm gonna decorate my chair, and I'm gonna do stupid makeup, and I'm gonna buy ridiculous greeting cards, I'm gonna buy everybody presents. Like, I'm gonna play the game like I love Christmas, because I refuse to be the fun police. You know? Does that make sense? I just feel really passionate about celebrating commercialized holidays. I don't know why. And, like, the Grinch video I did last year is so true. I don't love Christmas because I don't love being told that I'm supposed to be happy. I hate that. What if I'm not happy? Just let me live, you know? But I don't know. I don't want to not be fun. You know, no one likes that guy. Speaking of fun, did you buy Disney Plus? I was one of those people who, like, that morning when the website was still glitching, like, the morning it came out and the website was still glitching, I was like, yep, we're paying for this. I think when you sign up for it, it's like you can pay monthly or you can just pay the $80 a year, which is pretty much what I pay for Amazon Prime already, which is amazing because I get the shipping. But, like, let's be honest, I'm not going to not watch $80 worth of Disney a year. Like, I think it's because it's not even just that it's the Disney classics. Like, I already watched a couple of those, but the Disney overarching catalog is so big. Like, I thought I was going to really watch a whole bunch of the older Disney shows and that sort of thing, the stuff that I grew up with, but no. What I've been watching on Disney is National Geographic. They have this show on there. They have a bunch of shows on there that I want to watch, but the one that I've been watching is Dr. K's Exotic Animal ER, and it's literally like a veterinarian office, and she only takes exotic animals, and so some days it'll be like she's got a chameleon in there, and then she's got a parrot, and then she's got bunnies and ferrets and a lemur, because it's in Florida, so they get all kinds of animals and different kinds of monkeys and a skunk, and, you know, and it's just really interesting to me because it's not just cat and dog vet, it's like literally every other kind of animal on the planet. And I think I'm already on season 3 of that, so that is like mostly what I watched on Disney Plus is just Dr. K. And eventually my goal is to start watching The Simpsons because I believe all 30 seasons are on there because Disney now owns Fox. So that seems like fun. And then of course interspersed in there I'm going to watch the odd Disney movie. I mean, the Muppet Christmas Carol is on there, but the newer version is on there, so they cut out the sad song when Belle leaves Scrooge. So like, what's the point? Why'd they cut that song out? I'll never understand. But I'll watch that at some point. They have a couple of other Christmassy movies that I'm going to watch, but then very important to me is that all the Halloween movies are there, so all the ones that I want to watch next October, I don't even have to like find DVDs anymore. I can just watch them there. Yes, I realize we're getting a little overloaded with streaming services, and there are a bunch of streaming services that I don't have, that there are things on them I want to watch. I don't have Crave, which is like the Canadian way to watch HBO, and I really want to watch Euphoria with Zendaya, but I can't afford that. And I mean, Canada doesn't even have Hulu, but Hulu's got all the fun stuff, and it does really just feel like they're each different places coming with their own streaming service as a way to make you spend more money. But I knew I was going to pay for Disney Plus. Like, that was not going to not happen, you know? So now I will keep Disney Plus, and I will definitely keep Amazon Prime. Netflix is getting a little, I don't know, like, I really can't tell you the last time I sat here and watched a whole Netflix thing. Like, I don't really watch Netflix anymore. I don't know why, I just can't get into anything on there, so if any of my streaming services go, to be honest, it'll probably be Netflix. Which feels sad, because they're like the ones that started it all, you know? And yeah, so I spent most of November in New Zealand. You know what though, I have to say, it's very weird to be in, as a Canadian, to be in New Zealand around Christmas, because they put trees up and they put all the lights up and there's Christmas songs playing in the stores, but it's like 30 degrees outside and sunny, and it's just so backwards for me because I'm used to this weather. I'm used to it being cold and snowing and that sort of thing around Christmas, so it definitely felt backwards, which is actually great because that meant that I didn't have to start enduring Christmas stuff until the 1st, rather than hearing Christmas music everywhere, you know, the day after Halloween. So I feel like I'm more ready and more emotionally prepared for Christmas this year, even though I have not bought any presents yet. I keep trying to buy presents, but then I just keep buying things for me. I'll be like, hey, I had to buy presents today, but I should buy glitter for me and a lipstick for me and some plants. So anyway, how was your November? What did you do in November? I would love to hear all about it. I also want to know if you're interested in Disney Plus, and if you are, what kind of stuff are you watching on there? Because I will probably watch whatever you want to watch. And what are your holiday plans? Are you going anywhere? Are you doing anything fun? Just let me know what you're up to these days, you know? Let me know in the comments below. I love when you guys like write me little paragraphs and then I can write you a little thingy back, and it's, I don't know, I like it. And anyway, now that I've been rambling for what my camera says has been 17 minutes, I'm going to shut up. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already. And I will see you next time. Bye!